Hi, I'm Liz Steinborn-Gorley, Student Success Coordinator and Conduct Officer at Minnesota State University Mankato. We'd like to share with you how the evidence-based practice of motivational interviewing can enhance the student disciplinary process. Motivational interviewing taps into a student's own reasons for wanting to make lifestyle changes, such as cutting back on drinking.
In summary, the Minnesota State Mankato Security Report states that you were stopped on Stadium Road last Friday, cited for driving under the influence, and then you were transported to detox. Plus, you're only 21 years old. Is the report accurate?
I guess so. I don't really remember much. It was a week ago, so I was kind of drunk too.
Okay. Behavior like this could get you suspended. Doesn't that concern you?
Not really. I'm gonna be 21 in a couple months, and once I turn 21, the cops can't give me a minor. And I'm not a heavy drinker like my friends or anything. I don't get wasted at all, and then I just need to be careful. I just won't get caught. I'm just trying to have fun like a normal college student.
What were you thinking when you got into your car after having 6 beers? You could have caused an accident and killed somebody.
Whatever. I didn't though. I called my roommates for a ride. He was sleepy, so I had to get home somehow. And this isn't even my fault. I give him rides all the time. I didn't do anything.
You need to take responsibility for your actions. If you keep partying like this, your problems will only get worse. You're likely to face costly legal citations, poor grades, health problems, getting kicked out of school, and disappointing your parents. You don't want that to happen, do you?
No, like I said, this isn't even my fault. Are we done here? I have class in 15 minutes.
Your behavior is not what Minnesota State University expects of its students. If you want to be a student here, you'll need to show that you're able to follow our rules. Do you think you can do that? Otherwise, you'll be suspended.
Look, I really like going to MSU, and I get what you're saying. You're making some really good points, and I'll think about them, okay?
Okay. Well, your sanction is you'll be placed on university disciplinary probation, and you'll have to attend an alcohol education seminar that'll cost you $150. Also, disciplinary action is progressive and cumulative, meaning that any further violations will result in suspension for 1 semester or longer.
$150? Are you serious? I can't pay that. Alright, I'm done with this. I'm over it.
In summary, the Minnesota State Mankato Security Report states that you were stopped on Stadium Road last Friday, cited for driving under the influence, and you were transported to detox. Plus, the report lists your age as 20. Dylan, what is the accuracy of the report? And can you share with me some details leading up to the incident?
I guess it sounds right. I was kind of drunk, and it happened like a week ago. I drove over to my friend's house just to go watch the game, and we were having a couple beers, and next thing I know, the Vikings are kind of losing pretty big, so we drank a little bit more than usual, and at the end I had to get home, and I couldn't find a ride, so I just drove.
You decided to drink more than you intended because you were disappointed at how the Vikings were playing, and when your roommate couldn't give you a ride home, you decided to drive yourself home. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's exactly how it happened. I'm a normal college kid. I like to drink and hang out with my buddies. It wasn't a big house party or anything that got busted.
Yeah, I understand that your intention was to have a good time while watching the game with your friends. You didn't think about what could go wrong when you drank alcohol underage because you were at your friend's house and not a big party. And you made an effort to be safe by finding a ride home.
Yeah, I tried to be safe. I tried to call my roommate, but I ended up getting in trouble anyways.
Dylan, you told me what brought you here today. What do you think the problem really is?
I wouldn't say I have a drinking problem. I think I probably have more of a getting caught problem. My friends, they drink like fishes, and they don't ever get caught, and then you got me over here and I get caught right and left.
Yeah. Sounds like you attribute your current situation to bad luck. If that's what you believe and you don't attempt to make any changes in your behavior, what consequences might result?
I guess more problems with police and school, and I really don't have like the time or the money for any of that.
How important is it that you avoid future problems with the police or school, Dylan?
It's, I guess, super important because just going to detox alone was awful. The experience, I don't ever want to do that again. And my dad said if I get suspended from school, I'll have to go work on my uncle's farm in Iowa, and that would just kill my social life. I wouldn't see any of my friends, and I mean it's already bad enough. Like my parents took my car away when I got the DUI.
Yeah. What would you be willing to do to prevent going to detox again and getting suspended?
Well, I guess the easy one is I want to drink so much, and I try to avoid situations where I'm more likely to get in trouble. So probably I don't want to drink so much.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that you'll be able to follow through with that plan, with 10 being very confident?
I guess I would say like, I don't know, like over halfway, so maybe like a 6.
What steps could you take to move that 6 to a 7 or 8?
I could probably, let me think. I guess, well, the big thing would be like kind of where I drink. So like drinking, like if I'm only like in my apartment, so then I'm not risking myself to drive, or like if I go out to a party waiting till like I'm 21 to drink. Maybe finding stuff to do that doesn't revolve around drinking. Like I'm guessing like a town this size, there's got to be more to do than just drink.
In what ways might your life be better if you succeed in making the changes you mentioned?
I mean, well, I guess the big one would be like I wouldn't be hungover all the time. Like I'd make it to my 8 a.m.s, and well, even when I make it to my 8 a.m.s now, like I sleep. Like I wake up, I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? And then I get to my 8 a.m. and I'll just sleep through, and then I miss just about everything that's on the test. So I think if I reprioritized what is important to me, it probably helped me succeed. I mean, in high school I had a 3.5 GPA, so I know I could do it here.
College is all about making choices. Can you tell me about your beliefs and values that influence your decision making? And how do those beliefs and values align with the decisions you plan to make about drinking?
Well, I mean, education's really important to me, and also my family. My parents always are talking about it. And I really want to be an international journalist and be on the news. Like, I mean, I have the face for it. So I guess if I reprioritize what I need to do, and I wouldn't drink so much, I probably wouldn't be disappointing my parents, and I'd be able to get a really good education.
Thanks for coming and for participating today. Your sanction will involve being placed on university disciplinary probation and attending an alcohol education seminar that will cost $150.
All right. When is the seminar?
Traditional disciplinary approaches focus on telling students what needs to change and why. By contrast, motivational interviewing empowers students to figure out what isn't working and determine how to align their behavior with their personal goals. The hearing officer accepts that feelings of resistance and ambivalence are normal and rolls without getting into a power struggle. The key skills of BMI are commonly referred to as ORs. Open-ended questions. Build rapport with the student before attempting change talk. Use open-ended questions to help you understand how the student defines the problem. Avoid asking questions starting with why, because this can trigger defensiveness. Affirmation. Communicate empathy and respect. Acknowledge progress without coming across like an authority figure. For example, tell the student, "You did a good job getting your sanctions done quickly," instead of, "I'm so proud of you for completing your sanctions quickly." Reflective listening. Don't assume you know what a student means. Reflect back what you heard the student say in a neutral statement that invites introspection, such as, "It sounds like you feel discouraged after your first semester here." Summarization. Communicate non-judgmentally that you heard and understood the student, which encourages further self-disclosure. A summarization statement often starts with, "What I heard you say is..." In the first video, the student's body language communicated disinterest, boredom, and disdain. The hearing officer appeared stiff and rigid. Eye contact was minimal. The meeting was tense and unproductive. Despite repeated threats of suspension, the student shows no interest in making change. The motivational interviewing approach, demonstrated in the second video, was more relaxed, collaborative, and mutually respectful. The hearing officer reinforced change talk and guided the student toward a plan for change using OARS, the basic counseling skills of motivational interviewing: open-ended questions, affirmation, reflective listening, and summarization.